This is a little segment I like to call Backyard Confessions. Yeah, I was really tempted to blow this whole thing off, recording this video, nothing to do with because I didn't want to do it, mostly because I got like 4 projects to do in the next 5 days. Still very bad at organizing my time, but despite wanting to do a better video and what I actually have time for, I decided just to opt for the easier route, which is just to do a straight single perspective talking into the camera type of deal, because I made a commitment to do my end of the video once every other week. Part of the theme of returning back to school this semester, and like one of the themes that I've really got from this semester, is being selfless instead of selfish. I really hope that text animation works, because otherwise it's gonna look really dumb. Get into like what that means and kind of like how that ties into what I want to talk about. First, I want to address your inquiry of last week about routine lifestyle. I was going to make this whole point about how routine is just a supplement to being productive, and about how it's just a guide to get you started, but in the end it's not entirely necessary. But like I just said, I just got rid of my entire credibility on that. Doesn't mean that I've given up on the idea of having some sort of routine to help me. It's just that on the short-term goal is getting the shit that I need to do done. Going back to the theme of selflessness, one of the things that this semester that I sort of realized and I'm trying to work on is the concept of teamwork and team projects. We're seeing this sort of unprecedented time where autonomy and technology is supplementing what humans used to do. Routine jobs that used to be valuable are now being replaced by technology. I mean, this is not really a new thing. It's been going on for like ever since the Industrial Revolution started. What I'm saying is today that we see it happening at such an exponential rate that if your job or craft or trade can be done by a robot, chances are it probably will be soon. So how does this tie back to teamwork and selflessness and group projects? Well, one thing that computers have yet to be able to be good at is creativity and social intelligence. Social intelligence meaning like talking to someone, having that feeling that they can be sort of empathetic to what you're saying and sort of like respond back naturally. Talking to a computer doesn't really help you with that. I don't see a robot replacing a social worker or a salesperson anytime soon. The point is, any sort of job or business or hobby that's going to make enough money to support a living wage has to provide some sort of value to people. And the sort of things that humans can do that provides value involve those sort of things: creativity and social value. For me, I'm actually quite alright with that. I think that the most rewarding sort of things involve those 2 facets of your job. Sort of what this means is, if you look at the things that a single individual does versus the projects that groups of people do, the more collaborative projects tend to be more successful. And that is, I feel that's because of a variety of reasons. For one, notice my group projects that I'm currently doing that involve multiple people are moving along a lot more smoothly than the ones where I have to do myself. Additionally, having multiple people means having multiple perspectives and varying ideas. when someone thinks of like an idea that you didn't consider before, it benefits the whole group. And additionally, having multiple people invest in a project, motivates me to do my part. For example, this video I could easily blow off, but that wouldn't be really fair to you. That would be pretty selfish. And that's sort of part of what I mean by selflessness is, selflessness is a quality that people who work with each other should have in order to be effective. Because if everyone's out for themselves, then what you're gonna have is a dysfunctioning group, because everyone's gonna want to do their own thing, and that kind of negates any sort of benefit that you have with having multiple people. And ultimately it just it feels good to be selfless. The fucking bird chirping in the background. He's trying really hard to get laid. Since this is Backyard Confessions, I feel I should admit that I've been selfish before. And I can probably connect any sort of failures that I've had to some degree of selfishness. So sort of what I'm saying is I'm just trying to turn a new leaf and really focus more on qualities that make me more of a team player, for lack of a better phrasing. If not for others' sake, just for my own. Interested in seeing the things I do succeed and be things that I'm proud of. So I feel like that's a good place to leave things at. Instead of having something for you to respond to next week specifically, I'm gonna change things up a little. I'm just gonna let you process what I said, and if you want to say something about it, have some input, then that's fine. But otherwise, I hope to hear what you have to say. Alright, till next week, see you, do it. So sort of what I'm saying is I'm just trying to turn a new leaf and really focus more on qualities that make me